So these guys, they take considerable risks. They make thoughtful investments with the master's money. Why put so much effort into it? What kind of person do you think they believed their master was that they instantly took this strong amount of money that he had given them as a servant and said, I'm going to make this money go to work for the master? What did they know or believe about who their master was when they did that? Let me move on. In verse 18, but the servant who had received the 1 bag of silver dug a hole in the ground, and he hid his master's money. Whoa. So what's up with this? Why did this guy hide his master's money? What kind of person do you think this guy thought his master was, that he made that choice when the other two made a different choice? Why was he so afraid to risk it? Why was the guy who had less, was given the least amount, afraid to risk it when Jesus had given them money according to their own abilities? Could it be possible that this guy was thinking, I don't really have much, and so mine doesn't matter as much. I'm just going to just keep this safe and protect it and not put it to work for the master because it's not as significant. Remember where these stories all originated from? Do you remember the question that the disciples were asking of Jesus? What's going to happen in the end? How do we get prepared for eternity? If all of these things that seem to matter now, this temple and these big buildings, if all of these things that are so important right now are going to come down and they're not important, they're not eternal, how should we live then to prepare for that day when we're going to see you face to face, God? Like, what do we do to get ourselves ready? If you want to live without regret, if you want to hear the Father's well done, Jesus is saying, wisely invest the resources that God has given you, your time, your talent, and your treasure into what God cares about most, into his kingdom, into people. Invest in what's going to last for eternity so that you're investing in God's kingdom here on earth.